Alright, well, I got the fan blowing on me now, and I was worried that the sound of the fan was going to drown out the sound of my voice when I talked. I watched a Josh Johnson video, the last one that he put up recently, and he mentioned briefly in it. He mentioned briefly talking about gotta keep it going. One thing the fan definitely does is smoke half of my city. Well, maybe a third. Yeah, maybe I'll turn it off. It's just because, I mean, I spend money on a cigarette, the fan's gonna smoke. It's kind of why I smoke inside. Hey, Josh Johnson talked a little bit about, well, he talked about a lot of things, but he touched on Trump having Freedom 250. Yes. I think Trump's thing is Freedom 250. And he was talking about, they're having UFC. They're having a UFC fight on the lawn, and it just got me thinking, because he was talking about that and the bad shape of the White House, I was just like, oh yeah, that's right. Trump jacked up the White House. Remember how he was saying the ballroom the White House is gonna be fine, it's not gonna mess with the White House, and then he fucking up the White House. And he fucked up the White House. East Wing, I believe. So Trump gets a ballroom, destroys the East Wing, has a redneck carnival at the White House with a UFC fight also attached, and a bunk ass concert there, all for him and 40 people. It sounds like a really, really, really redneck birthday party to me. Like a rich redneck's birthday party with the backdrop of somebody doing some hood ass renovations on their mansion. Only it's not their mansion, it's our mansion collectively. And that mansion is a beautiful metaphor for America as it stands now, with that asshole at the helm of America. We used to have a great house. It was a little old and aging. Maybe it did need renovations. But this guy said, I'll renovate it. And now it's all jacked up. And you look in the back and he's like, I'm building a ballroom. It's like, oh, you're building something. You're building something, all right. It looks like a toilet to me. A toilet where we're going to put a lot of shit. That's what it looks like to me. A big, big place to put a lot of shit. That's what it looks like. And you wonder why dudes, all of his businesses and stuff, turned to crap. I don't know. I wonder if any of his kids have any better business insights with their spoils. Or did the apple fall not so far from the tree? I don't know. It's really too soon to see. They haven't really had control of money for too long. 'Cause, you know, Trump's kind of been bankrupt for a lot of the life. Trump's been in control of the money for their whole life, and they have only now had control of money. So we don't really know if any of his kids actually can be successful managing money. You know, really, honestly successful. Well, honest in the terms of businessman. Businessmen are criminals, but successful in terms of, you know, I don't have to actually out and out steal your money. We'll see. I hope that the midterms come and we can get a brisk end to this. I really don't know what the procedure is for this though. Especially because I think any procedure would be very unprecedented for a president. This would be an unprecedented presidential procedure. You know, and this dick is gonna try to do war powers bullshit, but you know, quite honestly, fuck that. You know, he's gonna like try and cite Lincoln. It's like, yeah, we're not in the Civil War, buddy. I'm not buying that. You gotta go. That was applicable because we were in a civil war. And there was an actual war. And like World War II is a war. A war with Iran is only a war until you say, yeah, okay, we're done with this. Peace. We can just say, all right, we declare peace. We're leaving. That's the deal we can have. We're just leaving. We're not saying you win. We're just going home. I got shit to do. I got to go home, kind of thing. Whatever. But of course, all the Republicans, the people that vote for Republicans, they can't think more than 3 inches above 3 inches ahead of their dick. So, whatever. I don't know. But none of this ever needed to happen. I don't know why the Republican Party has to be so shitty. Why the opposition party has to be so incredibly that guy in the bar. Does everybody understand? That guy in the bar, that guy in the anywhere. That is just, that episode of South Park, that Taking Our Jobs episode. God damn it, Skeeter, shut the hell up. That's what I'm talking about. Those are conservatives. It's like, man, don't have anything to say. Just let the people in the room that fucking can make the world spin the world. Oh well. So that's Trump. Got in there and jacked up the White House. Having a shitty party for $250. And, yeah. What are you going to do for 4th of July? I am considering drinking. I haven't drank in and by drinking I mean like drinking. I think the last time I drank was when I went to my sister's house. I don't know if that was sometime this year or if it was last year sometime. But it would be, I would get pretty drunk pretty friggin' quick. And if I put a video up, whew, I am not holding myself responsible. I'll say that much. I might put a series of videos up, a series of like 5-minute videos up to show like the series, the sequence. would just be me in here drinking alone. Uh, you know the crappiest part? The reason I'm only considering it is because I can get alcohol at the corner store, but I don't want to drink that shit. They only got beer and some like shitty ass like malt liquor garbage. If I'm gonna break not drinking, if I'm gonna drink, I want to go down to the liquor store and get some good shit. Like I want to get some medium. Like I want to get some good quality vodka. And I actually was thinking about this. I actually want to get some Baileys. Like last time I drank, my brother-in-law had some Baileys. I'm like, I want to get some of that. Like I want to have some Baileys. That's the first time I had Baileys, and I was like, this is good. Like people talked about it for a while, like throughout my life. Like I've heard about it, and I was like, this is actually fucking good. This is like too good. This is why people fucking drink it and they get fucking drunk and they don't know they're drunk. They just drink too much of it. It's like I don't know how that will go. Mixing really good vodka, sipping vodka, and Baileys. I have pretty much an iron stomach when it comes to drinking. I I've puked like maybe twice from drinking in my entire life, and I have drank a lot. I drank a lot of times, and I've gotten very fucking drunk. I've like fewer than 5 times. I don't know exactly how many times, but very few times. So it does not come up. But I'd probably go get it in the next sometime in the next week, and then just let it sit until then. There's no point in drinking it early. I'm not one of those people. I don't need to drink it. So yeah. Good times. They were good times. Drinking, getting drunk, getting wasted. Like I I never drank with people. I did. I kind of drank with a couple people sometimes, and I drank with online people. But other than that, no. Like I say this. I say this. This is something that I hold steadfast to. I think I think Trump would be a fucking well, not now because he's 80, but like 20 years ago and 30 and 40 years ago, especially. I think Trump a would have been a great guy to go and get drunk with. Like he would have been like the guy to go and get drunk with. Like, he seems like that kind of guy. Like to go to a bar or a club. Like especially he seems like a guy that would have been a great fucking wingman. Like he would have been the dude to like hook you up. Like if you're having trouble bringing getting someone reeling a fish in, that dude, man, he seems like someone that like would totally have been able to like help you seal the deal. Just an all-around kind of frat guy. But leading a country, dude, like Trump is a bard. He's not a leader. He doesn't have it in him. He does not have the wisdom stat. Very high charisma, but wisdom, 9. Highest. Tops. Maximum charisma. Wisdom, intelligence, maybe 12, 13. Sorry, buddy. Just not there. You gotta have the right guy for the right situation, and we're just cannot cannot elect a leftist Trump. That's also not the solution. I hear that kind of talk also. It's like, he seems like a guy that would be like a left-wing version of Trump. It's like, no. Why do you think China is doing so good? It's because they got Xi Jinping, or whatever the fuck his name is. He's a fucking engineer. He's smart, methodical, mind like a steel trap. Is he fucking charismatic and shit? Not really. He's a pretty good leader. He's good at wielding the Chinese Communist Party. He's a pretty good leader for what they have. Ugh. Wow, America, we have a fanatical business culture mixed with a culture of celebrity, and that needs to drastically change. We need to have a more of a much less of a business culture. I'd argue lean more towards a bureaucrat management mixed with technical, by that I mean scientific engineering. With, and this is key here, a healthy dose of empathy and compassion to kind of balance that out, or as a kind of a light underpinning between all of that. Because if you just have those two mechanical aspects for government, you're going to get something you might be able to call inhuman in there. So you need kind of that empathy kind of sauced around there in between those two bureaucratic and technical kind of aspects. We don't need a celebrity icon for for governmental leaders. And we don't need that insatiable business lust for greed in there either. That's not that's not what government leadership needs to be focused on. It's horrible for everything. Take your pick. It's just bad for it. Government needs to be better and bigger than all of that. Leading a government, you need to be beyond pettiness. Well, anyway. That's my thoughts on some issues. All right, tax the rich, kneecap the rich, tax wealth, not work. I wasn't picking my nose, I was scratching my nose, by the way. And boobs. Boobs for all.